You just crossed over into the female zone.
The number one biggest reflection that I have had since becoming in possession of a cuddly cat is that the thing that I was enjoying the most about having a man around was just having a warm body to lay next to, and that I can actually get that emotional need met by something that causes me a lot less stress and anxiety. So if you are finding yourself having the Sunday scaries and you're wishing that you had someone to lay next to and cuddle, I would just completely recommend buying a cat.
And to my female viewers who do email me and say that this gorilla is cruel and he actually puts unnecessary labels like cray cray cat lady on women that I audit here, I present to you more and more evidence. I'm not the one who said replace a man with a cat, hence the captions here. Boy cat over a man. She said it real clearly. She believes that she can replace a man with a warm body, just a cat. That's it. Apparently a cat laying in her bed, snuggling next to her, replaces everything a man can provide. Damn, I didn't know that that cat came with like a paycheck, mowing the lawn, repairing the cars, maintaining the house, throwing out the trash. And if someone tries to break in, also, that cat is going to stand on business. Ladies, this gorilla is not hating. He's just observing and reporting the facts and auditing the hell out of it. So you go on with your bad self. Have your kitty cat boyfriend in the bed. But I gotta say one thing, ladies. It's kind of hypocritical when you all decide to become cat ladies. But then again, these same women that make these videos saying that they prefer cats over men, turn around and make more videos bashing men. You cut out the problem. You're a cat lady. You got the cat. You don't need to talk about men anymore. You replaced an eggplant with another kitty. Life should be perfect now, right? Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
Yes, it's true. They are growing again. I don't know why, and I don't know how it happens. It's just like every now and then they just like grow a lot, and then sometimes they go a bit down and then they grow more, but usually they grow more every time. So I'm curious to see like how big they're gonna get this time before they stop to grow and take a break before they start to grow again. Currently, none of my bras fit and none of my dresses fit. You see this? It's coming out on top. So I've decided to start to sew so that I can start to make dresses that fit me for however long before my breasts grow out of them again. So yes, life is not cheap with breasts that keep growing because I need to keep buying bras and dresses.
6 months later.
Surprise, surprise, my breasts grew again. They're now like 111. You can see like they're literally taking up all the space on my front part. Like, what the heck? They're so big now. Anyways, so I went to the doctor because it's time for my checkup again because my breast won't stop growing. So I did a checkup. They found 3 lumps. So I will have to go and get that checked out. But yeah, apparently that's normal when you have breasts that won't stop growing. It can happen. So hope I can keep my breasts, you know. My money makers. I know, like, but there are like pros and cons. Like, obviously I have back pain, obviously it's tiring, and obviously it's scary to might have cancer because you have big breasts that won't stop growing, you know. But I mean, that's life. C'est la vie. Ooh. Yeah.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Alright, before I audit this one, let me start off by saying the medical problems that I think that this woman's having, so my female viewers can like say that gorilla was fair and impartial. So usually when a woman's breasts grow that big and she's not overweight, it's caused by either hormonal fluctuations or she could possibly have a medical condition called gigantomastia, which is a rare hormonal sensitive medical condition that triggers progressive breast growth. That being said, getting that out of the way, let me say something. I would feel sorry for this woman, but did you notice how she talked about her breasts, her money makers? She literally admitted that she makes money off of these things. And even though she's trying to get some sympathy off of getting some lumps there and that she could possibly have a condition there, which obviously with breast growth that big, tumors are a real threat. She is obviously utilizing all this for clout, for some kind of content that she's creating to make money. No, I didn't look into it. All I know is that she's making money off of this. And this is what I have to say, ladies. You got to understand, it's hard for men to feel sorry for a woman who has this condition when she's obviously profiting it off of it. Okay, think of it this way. I haven't seen out there any of these videos of a man trying to monetize testicular cancer. Getting donations for treatments is one thing. Selling content off of testicular cancer, I haven't seen that. If anybody knows something like that, hey, put it in the comments and correct me. But all I gotta say is, it's hard for this girl to feel sorry for you, honey, when you're obviously cashing checks on those fun bags. Moving on.
In case any men on here want to know what it's like for their sisters, their wives, their girlfriends, their mothers, this is what it's like being a woman in 2026. I had to go to Walmart for a quick return before an appointment. My appointment's like right across from Walmart, so I ran in and out. As I'm coming out, walking across the pedestrian thing into the parking lot, this guy stops me in his car and he's like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I turn around for a second because I'm like, you know, maybe I dropped something, or maybe he's trying to tell me something. And I could tell he was about to hit on me. So I just, like, before he said anything else, I went, "No, thank you." And I just, like, kept walking. And it was not very, like, mean, but it wasn't nice either. And I start, you know, kind of rush walking to my car. This guy follows me slowly in his car to the point that I don't even know he's following me. And I'm about to get in my car, and he pulls up, runs out of the car, like, to where he's, like, 5 feet from me, with his friend in the car, and he's like, "Excuse me." And I was like, "What do you want? Do you need something?" And luckily there was another car behind him. But, like, what the heck? What part of that first experience said, "Come talk to me. Yes, I'll take your phone number"? I said, "I have a boyfriend and I don't want to talk to you." Like, what part of the first interaction said, "Yes, pursue me in a car with another man while I'm by myself in a parking lot"? Like, I swear people are so stupid. I need to get a taser and just zzz next time instead of saying anything. What about then?
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Oh, so it sounds like you were totally in danger. So I love the fact that she cut off the video before she explained what happened after that. So let me get this straight. Two guys in a cart, they say, "Excuse me, ma'am." You kept walking because you were feeling uncomfortable. Hey, that's justified. No one says that you have to feel comfortable. But if the two guys walked to you and they said, "Excuse me, ma'am," again, as in they didn't say anything vulgar, it doesn't sound like it came with bad intentions, but I understand it makes you nervous. You turn around and, "Oh my God, what makes you think I want to talk to you?" And then you cut it off right there. This kind of tells this gorilla that there's a lot missing to this story. And usually two men don't do this, walk up and say, "Excuse me, ma'am," in the nicest possible way, just to follow up with something vile or creepy or disgusting or some insults. They would either do it off rip or not at all. If they follow up like that, they were probably trying to bring something to your attention or ask you a question that probably had nothing to do with hitting on you, because automatically she assumed that it had to go with, "Okay, you're trying to hit on me. I have a boyfriend." I'm sorry there, sister. You have too much missing here. And you're saying, "Oh, this is how it is for your mom and your sister." Well, you know what? If a guy's mother or his sister had an experience, mostly men think out logically. They don't react emotionally off of limited information. They want to hear the whole story. Hey, okay, so what exactly happened? All right, they came up to you. What did they say? What were they asking for? Because it sounds like as soon as you got to your car, you just cut them off. You didn't want to hear anything, and you threw everything inside the cart and you kept going. Which, fine. Again, you're entitled to do that, but none of this conversation made it sound like you were in any immediate danger. And if you were in immediate danger, just you cutting them off and saying, "Leave me alone," wouldn't get you out of danger. If they were going to do something wrong, they would have done it, period. Seems like they didn't do anything. You know what? This girl isn't going to say that you did or did not overreact. I will say that your version of the story is kind of sus. Moving on.
I low-key feel like I'm going to get attacked by incels for saying this, but men have stopped even, like, pretending to be, like, chivalrous or, like, gentlemanly. I was at Tractor Supply right now getting dog food, and I get the 45-pound bag, right? So I'm standing in line. There's a dad and his kids that are at the check stand, and then there's a guy my age that's, like, directly in front of me. And I'm have this bag of dog food on my hip, like I'm carrying like a 6-year-old child. I don't know, 45 pounds, right? It's unwieldy. And the dad and his kids are kind of taking a long time, which, like, whatever, not a big deal. The kid in front of me has one thing. He's buying a pool floaty, one thing. And I don't know, if I was a guy buying one thing and I saw a woman, like, with a giant bag of dog food, I'd be like, "Here, go in front of me." He didn't. So he gets rung up, and the cashier, she's like an older lady. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I wish you could put that down." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he looks back. He goes, "Sorry." No, you're not.
Oh, poor you.
Wow, there is a lot of truth to that saying. When you live with privilege your whole life, the moment you get equality, it feels like oppression. Sister, they treated you equally. I mean, no part of the story did I hear the guy mistreating you or handling you in a negative way. He didn't even say anything negative to you. You just felt entitled to his labor. You felt that he should do things for you. Guess what? He's not obligated to do a damn thing for you. And you're saying, oh, I can't believe men are just not chivalrous anymore, and I'm going to be attacked by a bunch of incels. So I'm going to assume that if you ever heard this gorilla say, hey, you got treated like an equal human being. You were given no benefits, no privileges, just like men receive none from you. And just like you have the right not to help somebody out because you are not obligated to help anyone out, he has that exact same right. I'm pretty sure you're going to feel that that was an attack from this gorilla's part to you. Like I said, when you're used to privilege your entire life, when you're used to being treated like a princess just because you were born with a built-in taco, the moment you get the thing that you were demanding for your whole life, equality, oh, dang. It feels like oppression. Why can't equality be like a salad bar? I pick and choose what I want and leave the rest. Suck it up, Buttercup. Move it on!
You know how they say good guys finish last? It's kind of true. So there's this guy, and I've known him for like a year now. He comes into my waiting table shop, and I know he has a crush on me, okay? So last year for my birthday, he'd got me this magnet, and it was super cute. He knows I have a Maltipoo. He knows Charlie's a Maltipoo. So it was like a magnet that I love Maltipoos. I don't know. It was just really sweet, right? So then as time has gone on, you know, we've chatted, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't have TikTok, so I can post this on TikTok because he works for the government or something and he can't have TikTok. So anyway, this year, you know, it's been like, I think it must have been on Father's Day. Like, he stopped down at my work and brought me a piece of pie that his mom had made. It was like totally went out of his way, right? And then he's invited me out on his boat. He's like, oh, you know, I could take you out on the boat and then you could get some good footage, like video footage of your listings that are on the lake. And I just always tell him no, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to give the guy the wrong impression because I'm just not really feeling it. But, and then so the one day he was like 3 hours away from where we live, right? So he was up in this one area that has this furniture store. And I was telling him I want to get this furniture from this place. But I'm not sure about what the wood tone looks like in person. He's like, oh, do you want me to stop? I'm kind of up in that area. And I was like, no, definitely don't stop. Well, he stopped and he went in, he took pictures of like the inside of the furniture store. And then even like took pictures of the pieces, shades of wood that I was like interested in. Just like totally went out of his way. So anyway, point to my whole story. I'm not into the guy. I'm just not. Okay, so good guys apparently finish last.
Yep, that's right, sister. Good guys always finish last. And guess what? Once this guy actually moves on from her, once this guy finds interest in another woman, and he's like, okay, well, you didn't show any interest, you're not interested in me, and leaves, then she's going to be feeling bad about it. Then she's going to start complaining, and I'm going to bet a cup of coffee that this woman will follow up by making a video asking the world, aka TikTok, where are all the good men at? Why can't I find a good guy? Yeah, because, you know, the guy who obviously is going out of his way for you, who's treating you the way that women say they want to be treated, no, you're not interested in him. Why? Because he's a nice guy. He's not a bad boy. You said he works for the government, so he probably doesn't have a criminal record. So that will put him in the boring category. There's no excitement there. The guy isn't going to come home late, drunk, insult you, probably throw things at you, rough you up a tad bit, and then you have content there where you could cry to the internet saying, OMG, I'm a total victim. But you don't understand him, so I'm going to stick by him because I'm the one who actually gets him. I can fix him. Now, that's what you want because your life is boring, so you don't want another man who's going to add to your life more of what it already is. Boring. You want somebody to bring you some excitement. Someone that's going to shake things up, apart from shaking you up. Hey, don't take this gorilla's word for it. I mean, check out the stories of how many of the male inmates have all these women writing to them and supporting them while they do their time in the big house. While the average guy on the outside has got to make 6 figures and check like 50 different boxes just to get her attention. I would say make it make sense, but we already know it's the female zone. Logic need not apply.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.